and happy Monday. It's time for another story time with Miss A, brought to you by the Northeast branch of Reading Public Library. And this week we are going to read a book that I love. And it's by one of my favorite authors, actually. Our book is Read with Permission from Roaring Book Press, which is an imprint of Macmillan Publisher, and it is called The Little Guys by Vera Brosgol. So we see all these little guys here, and it says, we are small, but there are a lot of us. Maybe you've heard the saying, two heads are better than one. We are greater than the sum of our parts. Basically, when these little guys come together, they have a lot of power. They have a lot of fun, and they're also quite mischievous. This book is a lot of fun, so let's dive in. So we have green, like the forest, because that is where our book is set. And who's this little guy here? He's not a little guy, he is a snail. So where are we in this first page? I already gave you a clue earlier. I said we are in the forest. And how do we know we're in the forest? Well, there are a lot of trees. We see bears, some ducks, a turtle. So there's water and trees and just a lot of things in nature going on. And it says you are looking at the strongest guys in the whole forest. So who do you think the strongest guy in the whole forest is in this picture? Who is the strongest guy in the whole forest? You are looking at the strongest guys in the whole forest. Down here on this island. Do you see any strong guys on that island? Let's look a little closer. It says, we are the little guys. Yes, we are small, but there are a lot of us. Together we are strong and we can get all we need. So all together they are strong even though they are little. We can cross deep water where you can't see the bottom. So what animals do you see at the top? A frog and a turtle. And look how little they are compared to them. Yeah, they're pretty small, but they're bravely crossing the water on their little leaf boats. How cute. We never get lost in the big, dark forest. Nothing to fear for the little guys. And what are they doing? They are walking hand in hand. We can find enough food for all of us. A piece of cake for the little guys. So how are they working together? You see they're stacked up on top of each other, and what are they doing? They're picking berries from the berry bush. We can lift things that weigh more than we do. That's just like the animal and ant. An ant can carry much more than its own body weight. No sweat for the little guys. So they team together and they're lifting a log, and who comes tumbling out? These little chipmunks here. They look alarmed. And we're going to see a lot of alarmed animals in this book. Now it says, we can climb the tallest tree there is. Easy peasy for the little guys. Now who did they make angry this time? The owl. And why is the owl angry? They've taken over its nest and they're stealing all of its berries. We can dig through anything that stands in our way. Nothing stops the little guys. And who have they made unhappy this time? Our fox. They've dug down into his burrow and they're stealing his food. So, hey now, is this very nice? Just because we're little and there are a lot of us, should we be bullies? No, that's not very nice, little guys. Well, now they're being even more mean. It says we can beat up the biggest animal we can find. So a big bear. It says don't mess with the little guys. But were they messing with the little guys? No, he was just sitting and eating his dinner. None for you, all for us. Hand it over to the little guys. So hey, they are being very mean, right, kids? They're taking what? They're taking everything. They're taking everyone's food and they're saying, don't mess with us. That's not nice. But it says, we are the little guys. Yes, we are small, but there are a lot of us. So we see the little guys up here, and what are they on top of? The pile of everyone's food. So they're up at the top of a wiggly wobbly tower. What do you think will happen next? Oops, maybe that's a clue. What do you think will happen next and why? Let's see. Together we are strong and we have everything. So there is one little bird with one little seed in its mouth. What do you think the little guys will do? So what? It looks like they are wobbling the tower back and forth to get the seed. It says, we have everything. So he's reached over to take the seed out of the bird's mouth. And then he grabs it, but what has happened? As they were so greedy and took the seed right out of that little bird's mouth, they've fallen all to the ground. Their food tower is collapsing. And splash! Splash! What happened? All of the food is falling into the water, along with all of the little guys. Oh no, so what's happening? They're getting washed down the river and all the animals are watching because they weren't very nice to them. It says, we are the little guys. Yes, there are a lot of us. Oh, but what's happening now? So they fell into the water. The animals they had stolen from are watching, but now they're helping get them out of the river. We have, what's the bear doing? The bear is scooping them up out of the water. The fox is letting them climb up their tail like a ladder. The owl gives them a branch to hold on to. And the turtle is like a lifeboat. So it says, we are the little guys. Yes, there are a lot of us, but we are small. So hey, there are a lot of them, but they're little and sometimes they do need help. So we don't want to be mean because we're little and we want to show that we're tough. You know, as a kid, sometimes you might feel, oh, people are going to underestimate me because I'm small. But hey, everybody needs help. We know that everyone is strong when they work together, but needing help is okay too. So it says, we have all we need, and together, sharing, we are strong. So what is he doing? Giving back the food he took from the bird. The end. So that was a nice little ending. And honestly, I just love the little guys. I think even though they were a bit mean earlier in the book, they are awfully cute. So for our craft this week, we are going to make just a cute little guy craft. So if you haven't already, make sure you pick up your Go Pack at the Northeast branch of Reading Public Library. It'll have everything you need except glue and scissors. So if you don't have those at home, it's no problem. Just ask a librarian and we're happy to lend you some. So without further ado, let's make the craft. As I said before, this craft is super easy. So the first thing we're going to do is take the paper sheet with printables on it that's included in your Go Pack. So we have an almost ghost looking shape, an acorn, a mushroom, and a little orange circle. So if you remember what the little guys look like, it looks almost like a ghost with a mushroom cap on top and a big orange nose. So what we're going to do is cut out the ghost, the mushroom cap, and the nose. Not the bottom of the acorn, just the top. We're also going to cut the mushroom so our little guy has something to hold. It'll look cute. So first thing first, let's cut out our stuff. Okay, so now I have all of my stuff cut out. So it's time to glue. First, I'm going to take my ghost shape and glue it down. Then I'm going to take my acorn cap, put it on top, then my nose. So I'm going to do that now. All right, so I have my little guy here, and you can put your little guy anywhere you want on the page. So now, actually, I'm gonna grab a crayon. You could grab a crayon, pencil, marker, anything to write with to make my little guy's arms and legs. Okay, so you can use any color or colors you want, but I am going to make mine a sassy little boy. So I've gotten his arm. I'm gonna have like a little stick figure hand here. He's going to be standing like this. And now what I'm going to do is glue on my mushroom first and then make my arm look like he is holding the mushroom. So you can glue yours on before the arms, after the arms, do half the arm and then the mushroom, and then the rest of the arms. It's up to you. And also your little guy doesn't have to hold the mushroom, it could just be in the scene. Let's see. I'm going to put my mushroom like this. Always make sure to put the cap back on your glue stick so it doesn't dry up. I'm going to pat, pat, pat down the mushroom I added on the page. And now I'm just going to add the other arm. So I've put the arm back here, and now I'm going to have his little hands holding the mushroom. And you know what? I'm also going to add an angry eyebrow. I know the author and the illustrator, she put it on there a couple times. An angry eyebrow. You know what? I'm gonna add a little face to mine. A little mouth. You can draw yours however you want. And I'm gonna add some little lines for the grass. But here you go, my finished little guy. I hope you have fun making yours too. Okay kids, I hope you had fun making your very own little guy and that you enjoyed this week's story. Don't forget to come next week for another story time with Miss A, brought to you by Northeast Branch Library. Bye friends.